Hey y'all, it's Wednesday. So I woke up this morning and I started thinking about what I was going to do my video on today. And I had three ideas. Uh, you know, Alex Day came out with this new thing, which is awesome, the Life Scouts. So I was thinking I could do that, uh, but it wasn't quite exactly what I want to do yet. So here are the four I do have right now. So I will cover those on another video along with any other ones that he releases that I may acquire. I'll give you my story behind each of them. So that's what's going to happen there. So then I was thinking last night, the A Night of Awesome was last night, which was awesome, except for near the end when it started buffering and then it just quit working for me altogether. I was very depressed. I grabbed my guitar. I started serenading YouTube. I sang to YouTube and tried to get it to work. So, while that was not working, I wrote a song. And it's not a good song. I mean, it's just terrible. The rhymes are just bad. It's not a good song, but that's not what I'm gonna do today either. I'm not gonna sing my song that I wrote, which I will do eventually, just not today. What I did also remember that on January 11th, 2011, Hank made a video, and it looked something like this. This was the first Nerd Fighter thing I ever saw, and that has changed my life in the greatest of ways. That video took me from a very dark part of my life that I never want to return to this nerfighterianism. And then year later, John wrote a book. Well, he finished writing a book, and it came out, and I got to go down to Austin, Texas, loony bin of Texas. If you have any friends in Austin, stay away from them. They're crazy. He wrote this book, and this book is amazing. And when I went in there and I got it signed right there with a Hanklerfish, I nerded it in my pants. I don't know how to say it other than I had the hugest nerdgasm in the world. And I read this book after that, and I was so glad that I had it. And I also got a copy of Abundance of Catherine's while I was there, and I got that signed, which was awesome, because at that time, that was my favorite Nerd Fighter book, because it was the only John Green book I had read, and it's amazing. It's a very good book. But that was before I read this book. This book is so awesome that I have done the calculations, and I know every date in this book. I know when Pudge goes to school, when Alaska's mom dies, when the book starts, when the book ends. And once I read that book, I had a challenge. I had to read all of his other books, which I've mostly done, except for Let It Snow. I have now read, as you know, Will Grayson, which is a good book. You just gotta get through some of the beginning parts, which I blame David Leviathan on. I don't know him, so that might be why. And Paper Towns, which was also an incredibly book. It's this one got to me. I almost cried, but I don't like crying in public, because when I cry, and it's not pretty. But to be fair and all, Hank is my favorite of the two. Nothing wrong with John or anything, but I love science, video games, music. I've picked up the guitar probably because of him. That would be a good assumption. And I got my copy of Alan Hardcastle with signature and a hanklerfish. I think this is the one he said was a sad looking. No. I also have my Disc Machine Pones Noobs. I think when he did it, he did one right at the other and says, "Oh, I gave you a kind of an angry looking hanklerfish." So he gave me another one that's supposed to look happy. I keep forgetting which one. I think this is the happy one because this one's frowning. This one's frowning. And from then on, I was on top of the world. That was one of the greatest days of my life. My phone background is still the Fault in Our Stars van. I took a picture of it, and it's still my picture. That was an amazing day for me. I fully embraced nerfighterianism that day. And a few months later, I want to become a blogger. So I go on to the Ning, and here's this girl, Khaki, looking for some people to vlog with, and I fit the criteria. And 2 years since I watched Hank's video about his medicine price skyrocketing, I'm a full nerd fighter. And I'm proud of it. So that's my video this week. Next week, I might sing the song or do Life Scouts. That was this week. It was a few days ago. Last Friday was the 11th. So that's my nerfighterianism. I'd like to hear y'all's stories. So my question, I'm gonna start trying to have questions of the week. I'm going to ask y'all this week, what's your story of nerfighterianism? So yeah. DFTBA.